Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Voice Love Company. My name is Christi Bovee. I'm a mindset coach and voice intuitive. I help people find their voice and make their sound, no matter who they are, no matter what they do. I've been working with the human voice and the human heart since 1990. And I started this channel as an outreach of my voice teaching practice, and it has just grown into something beyond what I could imagine. So right now you are tuning into a live reaction of the American metal band Queensryche. We're going to be listening to Take Hold of the Flame live in Tokyo in 1984, and this is my first time to hear this band. This is very curious to me because I am American and this is kind of my era. So I am very interested to learn more. Because this is a live reaction, if you're catching this in real time, you have the option of going to the chat. And I wish you would please pop in. We have a fantastic group of people in the chat already chatting it up this morning. And I also have a little surprise for you. I'm bringing on a guest this morning as well. And so we're going to try this. I need to go ahead and put my headphones on so I can hear them. But we're going to say hi to them as well. Let me say hi to a few people first. We had Gregory Kenfield has been here for a while. Gregory Kenfield from Michigan. He is, and this is one of the reasons why I love the live reaction. You guys teach me about these bands. So welcome. Thank you to any Queensryche fans out there. Please educate me. Gregory saying, please allow me to call your attention to lead guitarist, backing vocalist, Chris DeGarmo. In my opinion, the most underrated guitarist in metal and an excellent vocalist in his own right. So that's fantastic. I'm going to look forward to listening. We've got Michael Schneider is here from Germany, or at least he was. He said hello and then goodbye, and he'll be back. Good to see you, Michael. Michael's one of my patrons. Let me just say hello and thank you to my wonderful patrons who make all of this possible. I would so appreciate it. This video is brought to you by voice lovers just like you. Thank you so much for being here. Many of them are in the chat this morning, and I so appreciate that. Let me see, who am I missing here? Kathleen Childs is here from Florida. Good to see you, Kathleen. Tom W is here from Southern Illinois. Hello, hello. Looking. Oh, Hygo. Hygo, I hope I'm saying your YouTube handle correctly. Good to see you. That's a new handle for me. Let's see what else. John Sullivan is here from the great state of Maryland. Yes, I'm glad Gregory mentioned Chris's guitar playing with Queensryche. Superb. I'm going to read about them in just a second here. Very fun. Gregory's saying, I first saw Queensryche open for Metallica on the Mind Crime tour. And Hygo said, did you know that Queensryche opened for Kiss in Detroit, December 8th of 1984? This is something that was very surprising to me, is not only have they been doing this for such a long time, but they are still touring. And I'm going to try to remember to put a link to their tickets down below. Let me introduce you to our guest that's on this morning, because we're going to want to talk about this. Apostolos is here from Greece. Hi, friend. Good to see you. Dopey12001 is here from the Netherlands. My first real listen to Queensryche, Dopey is saying. Okay, so I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. Paul Jurinks is here from Wales. Hello. Florosaurus is on. I've timed out lunch badly again, so I'm just popping in to say hi. I'll probably have to leave shortly. Well, we're grateful that you're here. We're going to get started really quickly. I'm just seeing if I'm missing anybody. John's saying Queensryche did Scarborough Fair. Jeff's vocals are amazing as he jumps octaves along the way. The recorded version is better than the MTV where he holds back a bit. Very cool. I am really looking forward. Oh, here's Michael Skold from Sweden. Good to see you, Michael. Vimana is here from Finland. Hi there. Jürgen Radix is on. Everybody's here. Hooray. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Lizard Man, hi there. Good to see you. Michael is saying, I have loved this band since the first single EP came out in 1983 with the song Queen of the Reich. I was hooked. I saw them in 1984 as a support act to Dio. Wow. I am just totally not in the know about this group. Okay, I'm going to bring on our very special guest this morning. I get to the end of videos and I'm always like, I wish that you would be on because I need your musical experience. So I want to introduce you to, and you're muted. Let me unmute you. There you go. To my husband, Mark. Mark, say hello.
Hello.
Yes, your mic level is good. Your mic level
Okay.
is good there.
All right. Good.
Wonderful. So thanks for being on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I normally am in bed at this time of day.
Yes, yes, like a sane person would be. Yes, because it is the weekend. It is time for sleeping. But I'm wanting to tell you about Queensryche. I went on their website actually, and I just love the copy that they've written here. It's just fantastic. The band's name is uttered in the same breath as many of the groups they looked to as influences and others who arose as peers. Queensryche built a dedicated legion of fans traveling the globe on tour with fellow rock giants like Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Judas Priest, and Def Leppard. In recent years, they've consistently delivered high octane live shows, combining the hungry fire of a new band with the tempered experience of master showmen. Even with 11 gold and platinum plaques and several top 10 hard rock anthems woven into the very fiber of the genre, Queensryche won't relent. In fact, they are in the throes of a jaw-dropping creative resurgence. So I just love that. I thought that was fantastic. We are listening to Take Hold of the Flame this morning, live in Tokyo. Yeah, what do you have to say about that, Mark, so far? Neither one
Uh,
of us are metal. Neither one of us are very educated in
yeah.
metal music.
I think I was always a little bit scared of metal bands.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just never really, I have a somewhat, I don't know. Yeah. I wish I would have listened to more music growing up for
We'll
sure.
talk about your musicianship first, and we're going to get started here. You're not a guitarist, so that was some
Yes.
of it probably.
Yeah. Yeah. That was probably some of it for sure. Yeah. I'm a keyboardist. Um, and yeah, grew up in Alaska on an island
Yeah.
and was into jazz. Definitely with jazz was probably my main thing. And so, yeah, I just kind of that was my vibe.
Yeah.
And then of course in high school I was in rock dance, cover bands to play for high school proms and all that kind of stuff. But we didn't so much do I mean, the Kiss, we did a few Kiss tunes. About as hard as we ever got.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
That's fun. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And one of the reasons I'm seeing you guys remind me here, Jeff Tate. Oh, Kathleen, what a cool comment. Kathleen saying Jeff Tate is the male Floor Janssen. For those of you who might be checking in for the first time, I'm a little bit smitten with Floor Janssen. And so she's saying Jeff Tate is the male Floor to me. Interesting. Wow, very cool. Sean Murphy's saying, has anyone else here seen Brittany Slayes do a karaoke version of the song Queen of the Reich at a karaoke club in Edinburgh, done after a concert they did there? This is one of the reasons why I wanted to listen to Queensryche, besides the fact that you guys have been requesting them for a while. Brittany Slayes of Under the Archers, am I thinking that correctly? This is her, who has influenced her as a vocalist, and I just love that. I thought that was super interesting. Tom W saying timeless band. Yeah, very cool. Apostle is saying, I don't believe in love is the first song I heard from them. It's a big hit. What in the heck? Why do I not know this? I'm so perplexed by that because this would have totally been, and maybe I do and I just don't realize it. Let's just go with that. Everybody's saying hi to Mark. This is kind of a fun surprise for everyone. Vimana saying Queensryche was a very important band for me growing up. They mixed influences like Judas Priest, Pink Floyd, and some small aspects of Rush. Oh my gosh. This song is from their first full-length album. Well, for heaven's sake. Okay. Yes, you had double Bovies today, Lizard Man. You sure do. Oh, and John Sullivan, thank you. John is saying, reminding me, because I meant to go read on with this, that the original Queensryche band is not together. And I think it says right here that currently the current members are Eddie Jackson, Todd Latore, Michael Wilton, Casey Grillo, and Mike Stone. So it's going to be, yeah, the original band is not actually together. Michael Skold is saying 1991, I went to a Monsters of Rock show outside of Copenhagen, Denmark, mainly to see Queensryche. The lineup of that festival was Black Crowes, Queensryche, Metallica, and the headliner was AC/DC. Wow. Incredible. Okay, so I'm going to bring on the video here. Let's see if it will actually let me.
This next song is off our new album coming out soon.
All right. So again, 1984, live in Tokyo. This is the one that was requested. And I think I'm going to leave it like this for right now. As far as the view, we'll see how that works. Here we go. Let's start.
This next song is off our new album coming out soon. It's a song of hope. It's called Take Hold of the Flame.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to stop, but I really want to hear that transition he just did vocally there. Mark has his keyboard in front of him in a way we can't hear it. So one of the reasons why I'm always wishing for him, or to have, I just need to probably bring a keyboard out here, is to be able to, yeah, just check pitches and stuff. Like how high was that? That was a cool, did you catch that, Mark, by any chance?
Yeah, they're in A minor.
Okay.
They kind of jumped up to the E.
Yeah. E.
Something I can't do. I mean, like an octave above most tenors. I think
Right,
was what.
right. Okay. I may be muting your mic more often because that was terrifying.
What?
And I say that in love.
What was terrifying?
You trying to sing the high E.
Oh, ouch.
I know.
Man.
Sorry. That was just such a great transition. Let's listen again. Got to stop. I'm so sorry. So is this the guitarist? that Gregory was mentioning earlier. I gotta go back up to that comment real quick. Chris DeGarmo. I'm assuming so. And wow, Jeffrey Tate, what in the world is he doing now? That's incredible. Let's see. What a great voice. This song was written by Chris DeGarmo and Jeff Tate. There's a lot of positivity in the lyrics. I might as well add some of the lyrics here later. Sure, that sounds good. Ooh, very cool. Yes, his voice, I have goosebumps. Same. Great singer. And the 80s costumes go with the hair. Yeah, it's a vibe for sure. And it's all coming back. I don't know if you've noticed lately. Oh my gosh. John Sullivan saying I might recognize Silent Lucidity if I heard it was a big hit. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, Michael Skold, last year in late November, I saw the original singer, Jeff Tate, in my hometown in Sweden perform the entire album Operation Mindcrime from 1988 and also perform Take Hold of the Flame. So how does he sound all these years later? Because that's I hope he's kept his voice in shape. The way he sings is incredible. And that's a lot of years ago, so I'm sure he was amazing. Vimana saying Queensryche often had creative arrangements in their songs while still remaining hard rock, heavy rock, metal. They opened my mind towards Rush and other more progressive rock bands from the 70s. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to get back in here. Mark, do you have anything to say about that? About anything so far?
No, this is fun. And it's not, it's all kind of staying in a key and it's staying in a 4/4 time signature kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. So no mixed meter really yet.
No mixed meter. I mean, the only thing they do is kind of in the chorus, they're kind of glossing over the one. So that beat 2 is a real heavy hit, which gives a lot of that energy that you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's enjoy. I like it. I'm exposing myself to new music. It's good for me.
I know. It's so fun, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So let's get back in. That looks like a poster I would have had on my wall when I was this age. If I had been exposed to metal music, hello. Who am I kidding? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, these transitions are nuts. Oh my gosh, I probably played way more of that than I should have. Sorry, fair use people. That was incredible. His transitions are crazy. Oh my goodness. Look at him. He's just awesome. And the background singers are incredible too. I think they may be even singing higher than him at some points, which is just nuts. Okay, I've got to listen to this ending part again because it was so. So you listen to something like that and you just think, okay, to be able to sing, it's the same thing that I walk away with all these metal performers. Like last week too, you know, how much physical strength it takes to play a show like this, to do a 2.5 hour concert, you know, and especially when they come to high altitude where we are, you know, you just realize it's like these people are in tremendous physical condition to be able to sing concerts like that night after night and sound the way they do. Incredible. In fact, somebody made a comment about Whitesnake. Was it Apostolos? Yeah, Apostolos. David Coverdale from Whitesnake is having an amazing voice too. You probably know Still of the Night. We actually saw Whitesnake. Mark, we went to see Foreigner. That's what it was. And Whitesnake opened. Right?
I think that's right. Yeah.
And they are just, yeah, still incredible. Amazing. And Foreigner was amazing. Just, yeah, the way that they've cared for their voice and their bodies. Like, remember the guy that from Foreigner? I'm just showing my ignorance about all of these things right now. My brain is not awake yet, but they put him up on, like, remember how he stood up on like a pyre and like they lifted him way high over the audience. I don't even know how. Yeah, it was like like a circle. It was not even a scissor lift that it was like a rectangle. It was just tiny. Remember that?
Yes.
Terrifying. And he just stood up there singing his guts out. It was incredible. So you just see these guys who are like literally old enough to be my dad, right? And they're still singing. It's inspiring to me. It can be done. You can still maintain the integrity of your voice. And yeah, it's so inspiring. I love it. What did you get out of that part, Mark?
Well, it's just, you know, this particular track is not overly technical, right? They're not doing all the crazy stuff, but they're tight as can be. And they, even harmonically, it's not that, it's in A minor, never really goes to the 5. The G major kind of is the chord that acts like the 5, the chord that kind of wants you to go back to the A minor. But and it's the pushes, you know, the syncopation that's in the thing, and they're just tight.
Yeah.
And
look at that drum set behind him.
he's got the tubular bells back there, the orchestral chimes. I'd like to see him play those. That's fun. Yeah.
He's got a lot to beat on back
there.
What is that top one? It looks like he's playing. Is that some sort of a...
The top
probably,
one,
as I'm looking at it, it's to the top left of the picture. It looks like a Celtic drum almost, because it's kind of flat, and it's probably not, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
is it the one that's like a octagon kind of not an octagon, but which one are you looking at?
He's literally, his right hand is with the stick is touching it.
Oh. I think it's just another cymbal upside, like at the
it's a cymbal. It's hard for me to see because I have my screen.
The resolution is pretty bad. It looks like it's, you know, one of those where they put the bell on the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, incredible. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's get back in and listen to this ending part again.
Don't you see?
It's nuts. Oh my gosh, what an incredible singer. And now it makes me want to go back and listen to Unleash the Archers, which I can't remember if I have them in the lineup coming up. But what are you guys saying? Let's talk to you for a second. Oh, thank you. Michael Schneider's saying it's a China symbol, what I was looking at.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that means, is a China symbol where they always had the bell on the bottom? Because that's basically, I think China symbols are.
Is it upside down kind of so that it's
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, yeah, because I think you can. Yeah.
He's got a lot to beat on is my favorite saying by Christi Bovee. Oh my gosh. I probably said something naughty and I didn't even know it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Tom W., you guys are talking about Kramer Beretta. Is that a guitar? What is that? Mid 80s, only a bridge pickup. But what else do you need for power metal? Kramer Beretta. That's a new one for me. Oh, Paul's saying the white guitar looks like a Kramer, a classic 80s shred-tastic guitar. Kathleen saying, hopefully you can do Silent Lucidity. It's so different as well. That'd be fun. Paul's saying, do my homework. I read on a rock singing forum that Tate sings with a high larynx, unlike, say, Ronnie James Dio or Bruce Dickinson that sing high with a low larynx. Very interesting, because I do know that is very interesting. I do know that the thought right now in contemporary singing is that you can sing high like that, but while maintaining your larynx being low. It's kind of a Seth Riggs. Seth Riggs was Michael Jackson's voice teacher, so he talked about speech level singing is his methodology. That's the name of it. So that's really interesting that Jeff Tate sings with a high larynx. It's hard to tell because, like Mark was saying, it is really not the greatest quality, video quality, but he just the way he nails his transitions, it's just like there's no ceiling on his voice. It's really quite remarkable. Incredible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Vamana's saying this is not a very complex song, but it is a classic. Their first album and all on Force from the same album had an intro with tubular bells and add time signatures, though. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to hear more of this band. And I'm wondering too, I'm assuming Queensryche that's touring now must be playing, their hits, right? Michael Scold is saying, Dream Theater have a lot of gratitude towards Queensryche as they've really opened the progressive metal scene. They also have Queensryche as one of their influences. Dream Theater is another band I have not heard yet, so I need to add that to my very interesting. Here's some tea. I guess it's really not tea, it's just information. John Sullivan saying Jeff studied with a voice teacher who also worked with Ann Wilson, Lane Staley, and Chris Cornell. Very interesting. I could definitely hear a likeness to Ann Wilson for sure. So now I need to do some research on that, because that is fascinating to me. Paul is saying Tate is one of the singers that perhaps for understandable reasons can't hit those notes anymore. However, some people seeing him live say he's still great. Others say he's lost it and never returned. Oh, that is unfortunate. But yeah, it's difficult, when you're singing at that high octane level. It's pretty hard to maintain that. I think even I'm thinking of Steve Perry, who's another tenor who kind of sing up in this same place. It's, yeah, I don't know that he's got the notes like he used to either. Oh, sorry, Dio. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I knew that. I knew, okay, it's like God in Spanish. Anyway, thank you, Dio. Beretta was a guitar model made by Kramer. Sounds good. Yay. All right. And Sean saying, besides Britney's karaoke version, UTA Unleash the Archers also do a full band cover of Queen of the Reich. Epic high notes. Wow. Well, this is so neat. I love going back and learning the history and what's what is influencing the new bands today. That is awesome. And I really feel a little sheepish that I didn't hear of this band before. Yeah. What about you, Mark? Where are you at? What are you thinking?
Oh no, I'm just enjoying it. I'm still kind of thinking about that whole China cymbal and trying to figure out the difference between that and your regular crash cymbal.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a drummer, so
Yeah.
um, yeah.
And Gregory's qualifying that Jeff can still hit the high notes, but not for the whole set. And Jeff is a baritone.
Wow.
That is really incredible. He's
Huh.
got a really competent handle on his high mixy sound. That is nuts. So I would say he's a bari tenor. I would not. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that may be a classification that didn't even exist back then. Who knows? But yeah, incredible. Aw, thanks, Kathleen. Thank you so much for doing this. Such a treat. I love it. I love meeting with you guys. It's always lovely to get together. And Apostolos is enjoying that we're both on live. Wants us to make more videos together, Mark.
I'm gonna have to get to bed earlier.
And I like it because Mark definitely takes it to a different level. Mark is a musical freak in a lot of ways. He goes way beyond my ability to understand and comprehend. But for those of you who do play, because I know we have a lot of players, guitarists, we have a lot of guitarists on right now for sure. Yeah, he can throw
Yeah.
chord changes at you, and you guys can follow along.
I can,
So
I could. Can you hear the piano?
yes.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, it's A minor, but they never go to this chord. At least I don't think they did, which is the 5 in the A minor. But the thing that acts like it is that G. It kind of wants to go back to that A minor, and we can dive deep into that because it's the 5 of the relative major. Look it up. But anyway, I geek out over this stuff, and there's less to geek out over this because there's not the metric craziness. The only metric thing that's happening is those syncopations, right? When it gets to the chords, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It takes the and of 4. It doesn't play a big. The drums will hit the downbeat, but everybody else is 1, 2, 3, bump and 2, which just gives it that that energy, keeping it simple but tight. I mean, the band is really tight. Yeah. Anyway, we could dive into the theory of it, but it's fun to hear just straight A minor without any alterations. And they stay on that A minor for 4, 8 bars in some of those sections. They just jam out on the A minor.
And with a voice like Jeff Tate, like you don't even have to make it that interesting. You know what I mean? Like he's the, I don't want to say he's the star of the show because you also have incredible players behind him, but just, as far as that voice is just sparkling and shining and yeah.
And is this indicative for those people who do listen to Queensryche? Is this indicative of their vibe, or do they do some of the more aggressive stuff? I guess this is early. This is old enough that wasn't
think this would
quite
be
the thing yet.
I think it was be considered progressive metal. So they were moving
Okay.
into, it wasn't like what we heard last week, which was power metal,
Yeah.
which was we actually went back and listened to it again, Mark and I, after the live reaction, and man, that I still don't think I could take that in a large dose, right? I could listen to this the more progressive metal stuff just as a lifestyle, but the the Majestica from last week, that was
Oof.
yeah,
Yeah.
just high octane. Yeah, pretty incredible. And John is saying they do more complex music.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see in a show if this is kind of their cool down.
Which is amazing vocally, like, because Jeff Tate is still working his little tiny off there vocally. Yeah, Lizard Man saying, I sent the Majestica song to my family and my sister said she listened to it while jogging. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what does one do? You know, I just have to take that one in short spurts, but it's fantastic. I still am just amazed. If you were not here last week, catch the live reaction from last week. Majestica, incredible musicians, as they are every week. You know, I'm just amazed. I'm absolutely amazed. Wow. Yes, John is saying that this song was at the end of their
Oh,
set
okay, yeah,
in Tokyo
yeah.
in 1984. Wow.
Mm.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. His voice is just spot on. Gregory's saying this song contained many of what would be known as their key signatures, gang vocals, etc., but their arrangements became more diverse and developed.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Um, Oopsies. Paul Jurinks is saying power metal is workout music, which is why I never listen to it.
Might have to work out, Paul. We don't want to do that.
Oh, that is great. Sean Murphy, yes, power metal is busy, but you also need to check out the progressive craziness of Winter Sun. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, there's so many rabbit holes to go down. Where do we even start? It's incredible. Wow, awesome. Gregory's also saying that Queensryche didn't really begin to explore their proggy side until their next album, Rage for Order. Okay, yeah. So there's all these different gradients of metal, and certainly as time was going on, things are we're starting to form. So I'm still get grasping the music history side of metal for sure. Wow. Okay, and Michael Scold is saying if you listen to Silent Lucidity, you might change your mind about his singing placement as a baritone or not. Wow, very cool. Oh my goodness. Okay. So many things I need to go back and take note of here for future listening. Wow, this has been so much fun. So much fun. Oh, very interesting. Winter Sun has two current Nightwish members right now. That's an interesting little bit of news. Featuring the current drummer and bassist of Nightwish, Kai Hato and Yuka Koskinen. Very cool. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for all of that background information. Wow. Well, this has been awesome. I think we'll maybe let everybody go and get on with their weekend. Mark, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, super fun. Out of all these videos, I don't even know how many I'm up to now. Um, yeah, it's nice to finally have you on. We've been talking about doing this for a while. Thanks for waking up.
Still trying.
Oh, it's great. I so appreciate all of you as well. I'm gonna take you off now, Mark. I just called you Mike.
Great.
I've already forgotten your name. That's pretty scary. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so let me get back to this little thing here. This has been so much fun, you guys. You are just such a fun part of my week. I think about you and wish you well, send you love even during the week. I'm just yeah, you're always in my heart. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for teaching both Mark and I more about Queensryche, and I'm definitely just so interested to learn more. I'm also wondering, where was I? Where was I when they were coming into prominence? And I want to understand what was happening, you know, with music history at that point. Like what was, probably I was listening to Top 40 radio, let's be honest. But anyway, I feel robbed that I didn't know of this band before because they're amazing, absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. So I want to hear more of them. And I just appreciate all of your input today. If you have any comments that you want to make sure that I see, go to the regular comment down below and make sure that I do that. Please like, please subscribe, give the thumbs up. We're going to be back here next week. I'm trying to remember who it is. I totally have forgotten, but I went ahead and we're not up to anyway, you guys can help me. This is the 10th, so that would be 17th. And I've got a great band I've never heard before lined up for next week. And maybe Mark will come back if he wakes up. Maybe he'll be with me again. But most of all, I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you for being here. Keep finding your voice, keep making your sound in the world, and remember how very much you are loved. Bye, guys.